Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of Digital Classroom. And today we have a short tip that can help you remember stuff and make your workflow a lot faster. It's called replacements for shortcuts. Okay, so we all know the problem, right? We have Photoshop, we have Lightroom, we have Premiere, we have all these different kinds of software packages, and for every single package you need to learn shortkeys. Z, X, Ctrl-Z, Shift, Ctrl-Shift, whatever. You have to do almost Twister-like settings sometimes to get those shortcuts in order, right? Isn't there an easier way? Yes, there is. There is gear that can actually replace those shortcuts. And today I'm going to show you several options that we use in our studio and what I highly recommend to use. Now, the first thing you will probably encounter is an app on your phone. Well, look at your phone and imagine why that can never happen. Now, if you use shortcuts and you want to replace that keyboard, there's one thing that's very important, this tactile response. You have to make sure that you look at your screen and your fingers can actually magically find those buttons. And that's the problem, of course, with an app on your phone. You can see the buttons, but you will never feel them. So when you are retouching and you want to do something, you very quickly press on the wrong button. So on the phone, although it works, and not really a solution that I like. Another solution is when you have a drawing tablet, or like for example with us with the XP pens, you have a slightly bigger drawing tablet. At that point you have certain hard keys on most tablets. Now those hard keys you can of course program. For example, everything that you use a lot in Photoshop or Lightroom, you can program under those hard keys. For me that's mostly brush size, rotating the canvas, and of course changing background colors, changing brushes or whatever. Everybody has their own workflow. Now on those drawing tablets it's absolutely awesome. It's a very natural way of working because you are already drawing on the tablet, you have your hand next to those hotkeys, it works like a charm. But what if you don't use a drawing tablet? Well, we all have a keyboard, right? And one of the things that I love to do is work in really dark spaces. Well, light controlled spaces, right? And it often also means that there's not a lot of light hitting my keyboard. So one of the things that I love to have is a backlit keyboard. But what if you struggle with certain programs, like for example Photoshop? There are so many different shortcuts. Wouldn't it be awesome that your keyboard actually shows you the shortcuts? Well, in the past there were great solutions, like for example a skin that you can lay over your Mac keyboard. We all worked with those, right? They didn't involve any adjustment to your typing. Yeah, that was the advertising, but in the end it worked. Let me put it this way, but it wasn't really 100% comfortable. And that's when we found out about the Logic keyboards, and I still use them in our studio and even at home. I actually wrote all my books on those keyboards, so typing, they're awesome. But you can buy them for different sets of apps. For example, they have a new version out, well, it's been out a while, it's called the Creative Cloud, where you can actually in one keyboard find most shortcuts for the whole Creative Cloud. Now that sounds awesome, right? Well, try to figure it out how to place something like that on a keyboard and make it functional. Well, those guys really did it. So the Logic keyboards are without a doubt a great replacement if you are struggling with hotkeys. But there's also another reason why you should use something like a device for your hotkeys. And that's actually in situations where you don't want to use a keyboard. For example, you're on a trip, or you simply don't want to use a keyboard, right? You want something smaller. And this is actually where we have the third category, or actually the fourth. And that's something like this, the toolbox. Now, we recently got this in our studio, and that's also the trigger why I create this video, because this is actually genius. Now, of course, we know that there are solutions like this that are a lot more expensive with displays and whatnot more. This is actually pretty affordable. It's below $200. It's built like a tank. It's really heavy. It has a USB-C connection. That's awesome. I think everything should have a USB-C connection. Well, maybe my wife not, but you know what I mean, right? For charging, you only need one cable. For connecting, one cable works like a charm. So the nice thing about this one, and this is why I want to address something to you guys. If you are buying a device to replace your hotkeys, it's very important that you have a tactical device, right? Well, these are tactical keys, so you feel them clicking, and you feel them in a different height. But there's also something else that's very important. In the past, they used a solution like this. I'm not going to show it. It had one big wheel and a lot of keys. The problem was all those keys felt exactly the same, so you still had to look at the device. This is what I really like about this one. All the keys are slightly different, like the wheel this one, this one. Everything is slightly different, only the cursor keys, but even those, you can feel which one you're touching. And this means that controlling something like this in the total darkness of your studio is simply by touch, and it works like a charm. Now, another thing that's very important is, of course, how many hotkeys do you need? How many? Well, maybe 3, maybe 4. Well, 3 and 4, trust me, only for Photoshop you already need a lot more. And this is why I highly recommend you guys, when you buy a device like this, check the software if it's also possible to make combination keys. Like for example, it looks like we have a lot of keys here, but trust me, you run out very, very quickly. Unless you start pressing this one, and now it actually doubles. And you can do a lot of combinations. Now, another important thing, of course, is the software that is used. Do you have software that has fixed presets, like for example, this is your Adobe Premiere preset, or can you change it? Now, luckily with most devices, you can actually change all the keys. And this is very, very important. I can't stress this enough, because everybody works on a different way. For example, for me, Photoshop is a very, very simple workflow. I use cloning, healing, changing the background color, and the brush size, and maybe the canvas, that's it. But if you're a graphic designer and you do a lot with fonts or three-dimensional stuff, that means that you use totally different hotkeys, totally different combinations. So what I find very natural can be for a designer a disaster, because he needs, well, he doesn't rotate the canvas or he doesn't do this, you know what I mean, right? So being able to totally, by person, assign every single key exactly to the location where you want it, that's a big plus. And the software from the Loop Deck is actually pretty advanced for that. But also the software from the XP Pen or Wacom or any other tablet device. There is software where you can actually literally make everything the way that you want to use it. So when you start using a device like this, make sure that you first dive into your program. Find out which shortkeys you use the most, and then try to cluster those within one position. Then find all the hotkeys that you use, well, most of the times, but not all the time, and locate those around. And of course the wheels are great for brush size and rotating your canvas. Okay, so I hope this video helped you out a little bit about hotkeys and which devices to use. For me personally, the phone, that's not a great solution. It's like helping out when I'm in dire need and I don't want to use a keyboard. The backlit keyboards from Logic are amazing in a studio setup, and if you need a lot of strokes underneath your fingers, and you can use a keyboard. But when you're on location and you want something that can fit your backpack, this one for me is the winner. It's under $200, it's highly, highly configurable, and well, it's just built like a tank. And it's just, your hand just fits nicely in it and everything is nicely, well, located. Yeah. Is it perfect? No, it's far from perfect, of course, because in a dark studio you don't see the buttons. You really have to do it on touch. I would love them to add a little bit of backlight to it so we can actually see what we're doing. Or maybe make a white version with black keys, or a black version with white keys so you actually see them in a dark studio. Because a lot of people like me work in a dark studio. But all that aside, built like a tank, you can fit it in your backpack. It's just awesome. So when you want hard keys in your software to replace your shortcuts or hotkeys or whatever you want to call them, get one of these devices. And for me, this one is going to be used in our studio and at home. Thank you so very much for watching, guys. If you like what we do, please subscribe to our channel, leave comments below, and smash that like button. Even with a tour, just hit that like button because we really like that. But most of all, tell other people about us so we can grow. Thank you so very much for watching, guys. Stay safe and see you next time. Bye-bye.